Tiger helicopter. I think I've gone too soon.
We promised it last week on the show. We're following through. This is GoldenEye Ramble with Ian Mike. After today's shoot, we're going to go and watch the movie. A film that all of us have seen a lot of times. We're going to go back and...
A classic.
Absolutely. We're going to revisit it. And we're also going to be visiting various different classic themes and topics throughout the time that we're going to be shooting for 2017 and beyond.
Exploding pens.
So, it was 1997. Martin Campbell had been given the directive from Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer to resurrect the faltering James Bond franchise. Previously under Timothy Dalton, as we've seen, the movies just didn't have the same panache and style that Roger Moore and Sean Connery.
Lackluster.
A little bit. Although A Beauty Kills pretty good.
Yeah.
So, with the introduction of this GoldenEye story, the people at MGM, the Broccoli family, they were willing to go all out. And this was the biggest budget James Bond movie.
And my favorite by far.
Mine too. Even after 20 plus years, this is a film that stands up without question, even compared to the modern James Bond films. Off the top, why does GoldenEye still stand up? And why is it considered by many Bond fans the best James Bond?
I have no idea. I know for me it's mostly just nostalgia. It was one of the first ones I saw, but...
Sean Bean.
Sean Bean, yes. For England, James.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. The Sean Bean factor.
Yeah.
Does he live?
And the Pierce Brosnan factor. He was money in that.
I think
Absolute money.
No doubt about it. In his first appearance as 007, Pierce Brosnan established a standard for that character, in my opinion. You said it was one of the first you watched, but then you went back and you watched pretty much all the other James Bond movies as well.
Yeah, and it's still my favorite.
But why is it that that particular one is better than all of those that preceded? Aside from Sean Bean.
It's hard to say. I liked the action sequences. It had just the right amount of goofiness to it, but the right amount of action as well.
Agreed.
I don't know. I mean, the other movies, there are tons of other classic movies in the Bond collection. GoldenEye is one of the best. in my opinion.
I think it is the best even to this day. You talk about the action. Yes, James Bond in GoldenEye had some of the absolute best action scenes in the entire franchise. Memorable scenes like the tank chase through the streets of Moscow.
And even just the opening when he's escaping the factory.
Absolutely.
Shooting the barrels down on top of the soldiers.
And bungee jumping off of that enormously tall dam.
Yeah. And jumping into that plane.
Yes, right before it
Pulling
crashed.
it up.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. So the action was second to none. Also, it had a story which, unlike a lot of the other James Bond movies, was actually semi-believable and was very, very topical and relevant to that era. This is a time when the previous Soviet Union was still being swept away and the new Russia was kind of still finding its footing. And that was basically the theme of this movie.
Yeah, basically.
The crumbling ruins of old Russia meets the fast and turbulent times of the world of that era. Epitomized by the iconic scene in Statue Park, surrounded by literally the crumbling relics of the Soviet era.
And even in the little opening cutscenes, all the hammers and sickles and
Absolutely.
all that stuff. Falling. They're falling down.
Exactly right. And you talk about those opening titles. It was a song performed by Tina Turner, GoldenEye, that was written by Edge and Bono of U2.
I was gonna say Edge and Christian.
No. Those cool guys were not responsible for that great song. Different Edge.
Damn. But
Great song, absolutely. Very, very comparable to the themes that we've heard in the past James Bond movies. Other really good songs for me are like The Living Daylights. I really liked the song from Diamonds Are Forever, of course.
Live and Let Die, though.
Of course. I mean, that goes without saying.
Yeah.
In that proud tradition, the GoldenEye theme, extremely good. Let's talk about the cast a little bit. We mentioned Sean Bean earlier, and Pierce Brosnan, of course, in his first appearance. We also had Famke Janssen playing the role of Natalia.
Wait, wasn't she Xenia?
Oh yes, excuse me. It's for my entire life. I kept wanting to think that was Famke Janssen, but it definitely is. Famke Janssen definitely is Xenia on the top. An iconic villain in her own right. Basically one of the first, aside from
with those Tony Nese body scissors.
Absolutely, yes. Those thighs.
The premier athlete.
The crushing thighs. Those Russian thighs. Xenia, definitely one of the most iconic villains in the James Bond franchise. One of the first to actually fight James Bond hand to hand as a woman. Mayday, I think, was the very first.
And just brutalizing that poor Canadian captain.
Yes. Rest in peace, Chuck Yeager. But you know what? Chuck Yeager died with a smile on his face. At the top of the world.
I mean, kinda. He's kinda like...
I like to think he was smiling right before that. Right before he said, I can't breathe.
He kind of liked it a little bit.
No, he liked it.
Yeah.
He liked it. That's what he signed up for.
Yeah. Those powerful legs.
Proud Russian tradition. We also saw iconic characters in their own right. People like Boris and his spinning pen.
He's invincible.
Orumov and his giant hat. And Wade. Just Wade.
Oh yeah.
From the CIA.
With his sledgehammer to start the car. So good.
And his Marines at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Great scene.
But they were just there, just chilling in their ghillie suits. No big deal.
Just being cool and cute.